What's up, guys? Welcome back to DeeterPlays. So there's a new Route 8 here in Loomian Legacy. I'm going to show you how to get all of the new Loomians, how to get the new roaming Loomian, and all of this stuff. So basically, just to get into it and show you how we're going to lay out this video. So here, if we look at the Loomiapedia, there has been over 21 there's actually 21 new Loomians here that we've got as a part of this update. So I'm going to show you basically in order. We're going to show you the Gopi, how to evolve that. We're going to show you how to get the Pike, how to get all of these other ones. We're just going to move along in this whole setup. And then there's also this last one here, the Cephalops. I'm going to show you how to get that and how to evolve and how to get all of these Loomians here as a part of the update with Route 8. So stick around and we're going to show you how to get every single one of these in order. Okay, so assuming that you've gone here to Route 8 and you've gotten to know the area just a little bit, we're going to show you how to get all these different Loomians. So there's this little river, this little body of water. If you've gone through the storyline, you've got a fishing pole. It's been given to you. You can just go into your items and you can equip it. So over here, if you look into key items there at the top, you can't see it right here in these normal things, but key items, scroll down, you can see fishing rod. That's been given to you just as a part of the game if you've gotten to this point. Now you can click in the water and you can go fishing. So there's a couple of these that we find just through fishing. Use that thing and then try to click on, just move your little yellow circle to wherever the green circle is, and then you will eventually basically pull these fish out of the water. The most common one is the Gopi, so it's not really difficult to find the Gopi. Some of the other ones take a little bit more time, but this one's super easy to find. So it's really easy if you just have some sort of Loomian here that actually has the move Spare. Of course, catching Loomians is much easier if you've got that. So just assume we've caught the Gopi, we've caught that, we've used Spare, we've used the capture disc. You guys already know how to do that if you're playing the game and you're at this point. So now we're going to talk a little bit about what's going on here with the UMVs, the underwater vehicles. You can get some batteries through the whole mastery thing. You can get some of them for free every day, and then there's some boxes that you can get some free ones in. Basically, to get more beyond that point, you have to spend Robux. So if you have time to wait, then that's cool, you can do that, but also there's a little bit of a pay to move forward quickly element here as a part of this whole thing. So basically, if you see any rocks that have little golden stars on them, you can go there and you've got these little like explosives. You can explode different pieces of the bricks, and as you explode those, you expose different pieces of fossil. So you can see right here, there's different pieces of fossil. So basically, for the next 4 Loomians we're going to talk about, you have to get certain pieces of fossil. So you have to just spend some time in here, go through, explode a bunch of these, expose the fossils, catch as much fossils as you can, and eventually you'll find all the pieces to put together to create the puzzles that will create the new Loomians. But there's also some hidden things in here as a part of this as well. There's certain hidden items like this little item over here, but we're talking about the evolution of the Gopi right now. So to make the Arpeggio, which I think is the evolution of the Gopi, we need to get this special shard thing here on the bottom right that you're going to see. So this little crystal looking thing over here, yeah, we need to find those. Those are really rare to find, so finding those with your UMV is not a very common thing, but you will see every now and then you'll find that it is a glimmering scale. So that is what you need in order to evolve the Gopi to the Arpeggio. It's kind of like a shard looking thing, but in order to actually do that whole evolution, so we've got here glimmering scale. We're going to grab this and we're going to give it to the Gopi, and that is how we make the Gopi actually evolve. So we're going to show this little evolution animation here just to show you guys what it evolves into. So I think the proper pronunciation is Arpeggio. I'm not sure if that's exactly the right way to say it, but it looks like a shrimp to me. It looks like it's a tiger and it's a shrimp. It's like a tiger shrimp. It looks like Scar from the Lion King, but also as a shrimp. Am I the only one who sees this? Anyways, that's how you evolve the Gopi. In order to get that, it's a little tricky to get that shard, so keep searching for that if you guys haven't found that already. So again, guys, a lot of this is going to involve spending a bunch of time in here in the UMV searching for certain elements and for certain relics and certain shards, basically. So there's a shard for the Gopi, there's relics to get the Cephalops, which we will talk about at the end. But in order to get these four, the Pike, the Paleo, the Dobo, and the Kyogre, in order to get those, you have to get all of the proper pieces there in there underwater with the UMV, and then once you do that, you can come here and you construct the pieces. Each one is 3 pieces, so you can see like right here, that piece, and then this piece up here at the top. So we've got one of those. So in order to get each of these, the pieces are similar in color, and you can see like it's not really hard to put them together. To create the egg shape, you can see right here I've got all 4 of them, and I will create all 4 of them here as a part of this video. So we've got this one, we've got this one, and then we've got this one here in the corner. So we've got 3 out of 4. Now there's just one more over here that we need to get, right there, right here. Those look like Pop-Tart pieces to me, a little bit. Anyways, so now we've got all 4 of those. So this is going to get you a Pike. It's going to get you the, I think it's the Taleo or Paleo, the Dobo and the Kyogre, and then those guys all evolve basically through leveling them up. So this first one right here is the Pike, and it evolves into a Skellig. So we're going to show you this one. Kind of hard to see what's really going on with this Loomian because it just looks like a basic fish. But it's got some crazy eyes, so maybe it lives like really, really deep underwater. Anyways, this one evolves into this thing, a Skellig. Not sure how well this is going to do in PvP. We're going to go and we're going to analyze these all a little bit later as far as what we should pick for them, what moves are the best, and whether they're basically destined for close range or long range battle. But Piercing Drive is the new move that we get from this. It is a melee move, so I'm thinking this is probably going to be a melee thing. So next thing is the Zelio, is what it's called, the Zelio. So this one evolves, all of these evolve basically, I think, around level like 28 to 32. Like all of these basically evolve just through training. You don't have to do anything special to evolve these ones. These are all pretty simple and straightforward. So the Zelio now evolves into a Joltooth. So that's Jolteon, I guess, for Loomian Legacy. Anyways, looks pretty cool though, and it looks like it is probably going to be a lightning or it's going to be an electric type. That is going to be pretty tough. So the move that you get here after it evolves, of course, is Thunderclap. So it is another electric type. Those can be very, very challenging here. It also has some ancient stuff going on. So it's kind of, I guess, similar to a Zulong in what it has to offer. So the next one right here, the Dobo. I don't know if this is supposed to be like a dodo bird. Like dodo birds were these extinct birds that existed a long time ago. I think Dobo means dodo bird. I think that's what it means. Anyways, this one, again, evolves between, I think, level 28 to 32. And this one evolves into, this one, the Infernix. This looks awesome, and it's got a lot of really cool moves. It's basically a Phoenix. It's got some Phoenix stuff going on, which I think, wait, what Pokemon is that similar to? I think it's Zapdos? No, I don't know. Anyways, so the Infernix has this new move, the Phoenix Flame, which is an interesting looking move here. So it depletes all of your remaining energy and restores that much in health. And if under 25% it was used, the stat drops are cleared. And if greater than 50% are used, status ailments are cleared too. So it's kind of an interesting little move right there, which could be very useful. So the Kyogre here, I did not apparently record the evolution, but the Kyogre evolves here into a Dorogo, and obviously, like the Pike, like the Zelio, like the Dobo, these ones just evolve through leveling up. You just need to get to, I think, level 20, somewhere between 28 and 32, and then they just level up. And this one's pretty straightforward. And also, as you can see, this one's level 44. You can get up to level 45 and everything now. So now the next one is the Wiledile. So the Wiledile you can actually find somewhere in the grass. You can see I'm kind of here in the grassland area. wandering around trying to find a Wiledile. Now this is just like any grass area here in Route 8. It's not as easy to find these, like it's a little less common. So Wildiles are a little less common, sort of like a Shachi. But once you find one out here, it should be pretty simple, pretty straightforward. You just go find one of those guys out here. Haven't been able to find one in the water, but the fact that its hat looks like a lily pad, I think that maybe you could find one in the water as well. But now it says the Wiledile is evolving. So the Wiledile evolves into a Mawa Rock. Now this one is another one that just evolves just through leveling it up. It's pretty simple, pretty straightforward. All you have to do is just get to a point where it's leveled up. I believe level 32 again is where it levels up. But yeah, nothing super complex, nothing too crazy to evolve the Wiledile. It just will evolve. Now the next move is called a Marsh Wave. So in order to do that, we have to go and look at our other moves. But let's take a look at the Marsh Wave. It says, send a wave of swamp water crashing into your opponent. So, and it's 75 hit, so that's pretty hard. So now the Amphole, you can find this one in the water, and you can find this one in the grass as well. So we're just kind of going up through the Loomian Legacy, the Loomipedia, and showing you the order. But the Amphole's pretty simple, pretty straightforward. We can also get those in the water. See, those ones show up here all the time. So trying to catch an Amphole, really easy. They're really easy to find. But once you get one, in order to evolve it to an Amphiton, so all you have to do, I think, is to get to about level 18 to about level 22. So it doesn't really take too much to evolve it to the first level. So the first level, now that one's easy. And this thing is really weird looking. Now, I'm going to call this thing Christopher Walken. I mean, like, to me, this looks like Christopher Walken as a Loomian. Like, that's Christopher Walken right there. Like, if I was going to name this, that's what I would call it. But you get to learn the move Flabbergast. And Flabbergast, obviously, a very valuable move. It's got a 70 point strike. Now we're going to check out if this one is a long range or a close range. But to evolve to the next level, you need a Thunder Fruit. So get to Thunder Fruit. You can buy them easily in the shop after a certain level, I think like 54 or something in your mastery training. Or maybe I can give these away during live streams and stuff. I'd like to give away Thunder Fruits and purchase these and give away to you guys. But in order to evolve this Amphiton to a Metatoad here, you need the Thunder Fruit. So Thunder Fruit in order to evolve this thing. And this just looks really weird. It looks like a toad or a frog that's ready to play some soccer or something. I don't know. It's weird how the arms are in the front. But anyways, it gets cycle slaps, so you can swat the opponent from a distance, which does a lot of damage. Now the next one here that we're going to go over is the Puff. So this is another one that you can just go out in front of the main area here in Route 8. You go in that water, you're going to catch a Puff eventually. These don't show up as much as like the Goppies and the Ampholes, so you're going to have to keep going through. Probably get through some Goppies and some Ampholes before you finally catch yourself a Puff. So a Puff will eventually show up. You catch those, pretty simple, pretty straightforward, just like always. Now, the Puff evolves into a Blowtox, and this is another, just you have to level it up, evolution in order to get it to evolve to a Blowtox. Now, a lot of people are kind of like wondering and guessing and trying to figure out. It seems like there's another evolution from the Blowtox to something else. We've tried trade, we've tried giving it Thunder Fruits, we've tried giving it Power Fruits and all sorts of other stuff. We don't know yet how to get it to the next level, but maybe that happens at level 50 or at a later point. But the next move that you get to learn here is called Aqua Jaws. So that is a 65 strike, 90% accuracy, and bites down really hard on the opponent. So the next thing we're going through here is the Swimp, which we've seen in battle, but in order to get the Swimp, we obviously we've got our fishing pole. We're gonna go over to Route 2. So first thing to Route 2, we're gonna go over to Chessmatown. So we're gonna make our way over to Chessmatown over here, and then from Chessmatown, we're gonna go over to Route 2, and then from Route 2, that's where we're gonna do our fishing in order to find ourselves a Swimp. So let's go here forward just a little bit. Route 2. Okay, so see this water over here? Yeah, we know this. This is very familiar. Same thing, we're going to just do our fishing thing. Eventually, like, we're going to find a bunch of gopies. We might find some ampholes. We might find a pwoof. Anyways, eventually we'll find a swimp. Doesn't seem like we can find these over in Route 8, so it seems like these are only in Route 2. Once you get a swimp, there you go. You've got your swimp. Now, the swimp evolves here to a snapper in level 18. And then after level 18, the snapper evolves into the Garlash here at level 32. So you want to train your swimp just enough to get it to level 18, then that will turn into the snapper. And then after level 18, once you get that up to level 32, you will have this guy right here, the final evolution. Now, kind of looks like a duck a little bit. I don't know. What are those things in Australia that I don't know. Anyways, so it's a Garlash, and it needs to learn the move Vicious Snap. So let's take a look at the details of Vicious Snap right here. 75 strike, attack the target with a bite, and it makes their next move cost 25% energy. So now we're going to go back here to getting the Cephalops. Now, remember how we were in the UMVs and we had to get all these little symbols? So there's 6 of these symbols, basically. You have to keep going through, keep hunting, keep exposing these things, keep blowing these things up. Eventually, you're going to get 6 symbols. And it's going to take you some time, guys. It took me a lot of time to get these symbols. It seems like every time you get a new symbol, it's like the next one that you need. It's not like you're going to get duplicate symbols. And I don't think you can trade these either. So these are not something that you can actually trade across the board in order to help somebody get through the door. But once you get all 6 of those symbols, there is a door here in the UMV area. Now, I would say stay away from the perimeter. The door seems like it's more located somewhere towards the middle. So if you try to hug the right or left side of the map, you're not going to find it, but eventually you will find this door right here. We've got 5 of the 6 relics in here, and now we finally got the last relic. So you go to key items, the green relic you can choose. Now I'm going to put the last one here in the door. Once you've got all 6 of these relics, again, it's going to take a little bit of time here in the UMV in order to go and find the relics to open the door so that you can get this. But this is the new roaming, guys. This is called the Cephalops. So you come in here, you can battle this thing, you can use your ace disc, you can keep coming in here and keep doing it over and over if you want to get yourself a shiny or you want to get a certain personality type. If you want to save it or whatever, it's up to you. But this is the new roaming, guys. The Cephalops takes a little bit of time to get the relics to get in there in order to get it. So guys, that is how you get all of the new Loomians here as a part of the update for Route 8 here in Loomian Legacy on Roblox. So if you guys are new here, would love to have you subscribe, hit that notification bell, and thank you so much for watching. We'll talk to you guys later.